What's up? Listen to this. I was on Facebook last night and this girl made an interesting post. She was talking about how she had a blind date. And she was talking to the guy over the phone. She had never met him, but she was talking to him over the phone for about a month. And she really liked what he had to say, and he really liked what she had to say. They was on the same page intellectually. So she walks into the house so she finally goes to meet this guy. And when she see him, she's like, damn, he's everything what I wanted in a man. You know, body-wise, face-wise, nice haircut, smelling good, everything that she wanted in a man. He appealed to her imagination. So as she's sitting there talking to him, she realized that he wasn't the guy that she was supposed to meet. The guy that she was supposed to meet was in the back, and he was a big, fat, chubby guy. And, you know, she just didn't like him. But she liked him over the phone, but she didn't like what he had to, she didn't like him in the physical, she didn't like him in her presence. You know, she didn't like his body weight. He was a big, fat, chubby guy in actuality. But she said after she realized who he was, they continued to talk over the phone, but she just couldn't get past his chubbiness. So after a while, you know, they just stopped talking over the phone. But that's what happens with people. Now if you meet somebody in the street right now, and they appeal to your imagination physically, but y'all not on the same page intellectually. And that's why a lot of relationships don't last, because we get caught up into the physical. We get caught up into the pretty eyes, the pretty hair, the big butt, the nice teeth, the nice smile, you know, the nice breasts. We get caught up into the physical, but we don't know what's going on inside that person's head. And that's what, you know, a friend of mine told me. He said, when you're looking for somebody that you want to be with for the rest of your life, you got to look for what you don't like about that person and ask yourself, can you live with it? And if you can live with what you don't like about him, the good is going to come to the surface, because we all got flaws. And the guy that she wanted to meet was perfect over the phone, but when she met him in person, he had flaws that she didn't agree with, that she couldn't go with. That don't make him a bad person. You know, he just didn't appeal to her imagination physically. So we was talking about TAMAR Vince last night, and I was saying, I think TAMAR is a little dingy, but she can see past all of Vince's chubbiness. That means they're gonna be together for a long time, till death do them part. You know, she can look past all that other shit. She likes the way he treats her. They on the same page intellectually, and that's the beauty of their relationship. That shows her character. You know, I don't like her, for me, personally, but I'm not the one dating her. Vince like her, and it works for them. And that's all that matters. You understand what I'm saying? And I was saying, I bet you TAMAR and Vince will be together longer than anybody that Halle Berry ever dates. Because, you know, she's not on the same page with most of the guys she meet. She's pretty and all that other shit, but all that other shit don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? You know, TAMAR is pretty, but she's just not for me. But it don't matter, because I ain't the one dating her. She got somebody that loves her, and that's what matters. And, you know, that's the point I was trying to make about, like, when people get into relationships, we always look at the outside. We don't know if we're on the same page intellectually. And this is where baby mama drama comes into play, because when we first meet people, we afraid to be ourselves, who we really are. We send in our representatives. Like me, when I meet a female, I ask her everything, and people tell me I shouldn't do that. Well, why not? I want to know. You know, we might be together a long time, and then she might tell me something 5 or 10 years later that I should have found out right away. So I ask him everything. I ask him, you know, have you ever been molested by a family member? You know, have you ever been raped? You know, I want to get to know everything about her. Like a pimp once said, you got to scrape her brain. You got to scrape her brain. You got to ask her every goddamn thing. Ask her if the first man that ever touched her was her uncle. You got to know, you know, you might go to bed with this woman and she might kill you in your sleep. You might touch her the wrong way or some shit. You know, so, and that's what I think people don't do. We don't get to know people. Myself included, I'm not perfect. I learned this shit years later. You know, like he told me, like my friend told me, he said, look for the bad. Look for the bad. And ask yourself, can you live with it? And if you can live with it, the good is going to come to the surface. You got me? All right, y'all.